Hi, it's Cole Poutine reporting. I know it's been a while. I've only actually posted one of the several videos I've actually taken, but I guess I get prompted to post more when I find something I find super annoying or think other people will find interesting and useful. And today that is going to be about leaky data. And I know I'm going to keep this moving before I lock out. So one of the things I'm going to talk about today is something that I know bugs a lot of people, and you've probably called into your service provider and said, you know, I've turned everything off and you guys are charging me for stuff I don't actually use. And I found the one thing, even though I found myself lately using my Samsung Galaxy Note 2 more often than my iPhone lately, because I do find it, as I said, I think in the first video, which I have yet to post, is more intuitive, right? And that's proving out. One of the little features, as I go off topic, is the fact that I can move these icons wherever I want. So I'm going to move my next bus predictor where I want, right? But my normal wallpaper, not this default Samsung one, is someone's photo. And so on all my pages, I've left this space here where this person's face can be so they don't get blocked out, which is, I think, is pretty funny. It's pretty cool. So anyway, I have this one app on here called Advanced Task Killer, right? And I got it because I couldn't figure out how to close apps. Now, not all apps, like Flickr has an exit and quit app, but not all apps seem to have a quit button. So I don't know whether or not they're running in the background. So I downloaded this app off of the Play Store, right? So if you open it up, it'll tell you everything you've got running, right? And one of the things that you'll find is that all of these little things that are running, especially if you're outside your Wi-Fi zone, leak data, right? And so it could be just little tiny megabytes at a time, but anytime you have any of these open, you are leaking kilobytes to megabytes at any time. And the big hitters are going to be your GPS, they're going to be your maps, they're going to be anything that, like your maps data is going to be huge, Facebook, you know, they're big data users, and so when they run in the background, they're gonna suck up a lot of data. So what I did was I downloaded this one, and a lot of these are selected, and you could pre-select ones that you don't want to kill. So you press kill data, right? And so you try to kill everything. I don't think I've selected everything here. And oddly enough, and I find this a bit annoying, is that the ones that come up are the Samsung default ones that you can't delete, and I do find that a bit cumbersome. And I guess there's Apple apps you can't delete too. So look, I've killed everything, right, including the app killer itself. But guess what? I'll open this up, and there's stuff open again. And because some stuff just permanently runs in the background and opens itself up. Not quite sure why my Audible player opened back up. Because I don't actually have a book playing, so that's unusual. But this kind of stuff tends to open by itself all the time. And if I close this and open it again, I'll tell you, Suggest always opens up. A bunch of the background Samsung apps will also open up. Sketch will open up, and those are all leaking data, okay? And so what I have this also set on, I have another one that also kills all the background programs too. This also has a setting called auto kill, meaning that when I shut the screen off, it will kill the apps when I shut down. So I regularly close them off. But it would seem to me, would love more feedback on this, is that that you do regularly need to do this, or you're going to be leaking data. So at home, it's not a problem because I'm in Wi-Fi and I'm not using up my data. But be sure to get something like this, or at least be aware that you've got stuff running that you might not know is running in the background, that you are legitimately paying for. And you know, and I've called in my provider and been like, hey, wait a second, I closed everything. Why are you guys charging me? But in fact, I had this stuff running in the background, and it's due to the phone. You know, because if you have an iPhone, and some of you might know, if you double click this button, you see all the little icons that are open, and you could go off and close them, right? And even then, some things are still open, but you don't see them because Apple doesn't let you see things it doesn't want you to see. But if you go to Advanced App Killer, you can actually see everything that is running. Actually, here's this. No, sorry, the task killer. You can see everything. Advanced app killer doesn't close as much stuff as this one. See remote control, blah, 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 blah. So you can close all those or leave them open, up to you. So there's 2 of them. I just use this one because it just kills my apps. I don't really necessarily need to kill all that other task related stuff. So I think it's useful. I don't know, I can't give you the solution in closing off apps altogether. There's always going to be, you know, tiny bits of leakage, but it's good to at least control and be aware that these Android phones do have functionality that makes you use data when you might not be aware of it. And so be aware of it, kill your stuff in the background, and you know, watch your data usage and pocketbook. Okay, thanks, bye.